So, imagine. Imagine you have a dream. And every time you go towards that dream, either someone or something steps in the way, or circumstances steps in the way, and you feel like it is your job to alter your dream and take care of this first. It could be your spirit saying this is more important than this. It could be a diversion of your own making, and you're not really sure that that's what's happening until later. It could be actually the deliberate diversion of others, so you cannot get to that space that you want to get to. So many things and so many directions in life, and so many turns that we can make that could alter the smallest or the biggest thing in our life that we've ever done. So little by little over the last 2 years, I've been like putting in my little reasons for making my YouTube video, which I didn't actually have a reason, or I had a passion, but I didn't have a focus on what content I'm trying to portray. I get on YouTube to watch my favorite football analyst and football YouTube friends. I get on YouTube to look up a subject and get sucked in that subject and stay on that subject for weeks, months, maybe, years, maybe, when it pertains to football, because that's part of my life. So that's going to be people that I stream throughout the time. Shout out to all the people I shouted out to on my shout out video. But my mind has opened up so much in the last 2 years that I have dreams of being a star and hooking up with all these YouTube personalities, my football collaborators, my spiritual people, my business inspirational people. I just have all these dreams of one day being on stage with Tony Robbins and doing a collaboration with EDP and LB and Louis T and Lewis McGregor, and just all these different people from YouTube, just having a blast, like a blast. Like, my dream is to have a business and have a lifestyle that is just filled with stuff that I love. That is my dream, and that is what I'm going for. So I've been busy trying to fill my life up with stuff that I love. It came from me. It came from me waking up and realizing that I was not in a place of happiness in my life, and things were not going in the direction that I imagined them being. And the more I kept trying to force them to go in that direction, the more it just seemed like it was not going there. So I went within and decided to break everything down to see where the problem is. The things was just not working out right. Well, woo, it's amazing when you decide to dig in and seek, and you shall find. And I found a lot of reasons why my life didn't feel like it was in the right direction, or it was not where I wanted it to be, or that I was unfulfilled in my life, and many areas. So little did I know there were some things going on in my life, behind the scenes or in my life, that I just simply did not self-looking inside myself. I did not even want to see. I didn't want to see, therefore I wasn't looking for it. Therefore, it was a lot of things going on under the radar that I didn't know about. And when they came to revelation, it just put me in a place where, in that part of my life, I thought was secure. In the other parts of my life, I thought was off. But in that part of my life, I really believed that that was secure. So when that came apart, it was like, wait. The problem I thought was here. But the problem really was here, which caused the problem here. Which means there's another problem within here that caused that problem. And it's just a whole polarity of things that just crumbled apart and just fell apart. And before I knew it, I felt like I was in the desert, in the middle of the night, with no roadmap, no flashlight, nothing But me and where I can go to figure out how to get on some land where I can see civilization, I can see maybe finding some food, a place to stay, and then not literally, but what I'm saying is, in that scenario, like, everything was just like, what? And I don't even know whether to go left, north, south, east, west. It's just the desert in the middle of the night, where you don't know if you're going to freeze to death or bake to death. You don't know if when the sun comes up, you're going to bake to death because there's no water, no food. You don't know where the supply is coming from. And you don't know if the winter, in nighttime, if it's getting so cold at night that you cannot maintain shelter because you have nothing. You've been stripped of everything. That's literally how I felt. And I wanted to blame anything and everyone else besides the goodness in my heart, or what my intent wanted to be for my life and where I am right now, and why this is not working out right, and why this is what it is. Why? Because I, in my heart, believed I did what all that I could do to make sure that things were on a balanced level. Well, there was a lot of healing. I got to tell you, there was a lot of healing in that. And I started my YouTube video like, I was just posting stuff on the Eagle Parade when we went to the Super Bowl, the parade after the Super Bowl, and I was so excited about that. I was thinking about it, just nervous, didn't know what kind of content I was doing. Thought I was going to do it on business, thought I was going to do it on, and that is just not, I didn't have enough information in my mind about doing things on business to even teach or give advice on that. I didn't feel like I had enough information in my mind to do or teach or say anything about football to give advice on that, or to talk about that, or what polarity or what dynamics was I going to talk about football, because really I am just a super fan. A super optimistic fan that will never, ever, ever do anything but bleed green. Like, nothing but, you know what I mean. Bleed green. Y'all see what it is. Y'all see what it is. And I just want to, like, when I see my favorite YouTube video content creators that has a passion for the Eagles, who has the same vibe that I have. The same vibe that I have. They just have an undying passion, slightly biased, because we supposed to be, because that's our team, and knowledge and wisdom of the game, and not just be out there flabbergasting stuff. So I didn't want to be one of those creators that were just out there just spilling stuff they heard somebody else say without knowing it for myself. I'm one of those people that I thrive off of integrity. So if I don't really know it, I really don't want to be out there like, yeah, and this and that and the other. But if I believe in something, I'm going to speak on it. And I can only speak on being a fan. And I believe in being a fan. And I believe in being an undying, diehard fan. You have to excuse me because it's hot in this salon. I don't have the same ventilation that goes through the house. So, and this is a separate part of the house. So I have a portable air conditioner. But that sucker has to go on because I'm about to break out in a sweat and it ain't going to be pretty. So, yeah, that's what that is. Now, back to what's going on in my life right now. I'm in such a great place. I'm in such a great place internally. Peace. Discernment. Okay with decisions I make. It is what it is. Other people don't have to like it. They don't have to agree with it. It doesn't even matter. And I've always had that type of mentality. Always I have. But I got into a empathic, super empathic behavior where I would take on other people's problems, energies, and even though I may feel a certain way about things, I try to have compassion on how that person feels, and that maybe they don't have the same beliefs that I have, and that I should, like, not judge them. But, you know, I don't know, it got to a point in my life where I got confused between judging someone and compromising my beliefs, and not recognizing that was being recognized by the other person. So then it became a cat and mouse game of mind play. I know the reaction is going to be this if I do that, and if I do that, then I can counteract with this, and then everything will go back to this, and then we can start this process all over again. unbeknownst to me, I'm going off of raw faith and emotions and faith that this is going to be what this is. The problem is I was going off of the faith I had in this situation, and not really the faith that I believe God has on my purpose. So lead not to your own understanding. And I feel like at one point in time I led to my own understanding. I thought I still believe I'm a very wise person, but I wasn't seeing the subject as the subject it was. I wasn't seeing the whole big picture. I was just seeing it in my little bubble, and I was doing my little part in my little bubble according to what I thought I was supposed to be doing. But I wasn't looking at the whole picture, what would change my little part in my little bubble, if that makes any sense. So now that I can see a bigger picture, and my territory has been expanded. Not only do I see that little part, I see the bigger part in that, and I see now the bigger part in this that I'm in. I don't know, I keep talking in circles, but what I call this is my there's so many ways to see this. I call it in my spiritual awakening, but I really don't want to call it that. I guess my transformation in my awakening. I've been awake all along and didn't know it. It was been different periods of my life where I kind of like opened my eyes and rubbed them and looked around, and kind of just was like in that lazy mode, or in that mode that like I could see what's going on, but I'm still kind of in hibernation, you know, go back to sleep, drift off kind of thing. And then you wake up again and you're like, I need to really get up. That's just kind of, maybe I should get up. Man, I'm just like, the whole time you don't realize you're sleeping too much. I was sleeping too much. And I'm sorry. This is going to be like absolutely crazy. But this is some realness right now. Why in the middle of a video and I'm only 12 minutes in and I got so much to say that I have to use the bathroom. So I'm going to run through the house like a maniac because I have to use the bathroom. And I don't know how it feels like it just came on all of a sudden. So this may be something that y'all have to get used to with Renee, because in real life, this is something my friends... my friends have to get used to. They be like, this girl is crazy. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I didn't feel like I had to use the bathroom before I sat down and did the video, or else I would have used the bathroom before I used the video. And it could have been the beer I drank before I did the video, and now it's running through me, because y'all know what happens when you drink beer. But it is what it is, and I gotta use the bathroom. So now I have to make the proper adjustments. I know I'm telling TMI, and I'm trying to remain classy, but I am just so real with it. Like, I'm doing the whole preparation thing, unbuckling the clothes. My vision is clear. I'm gonna get to the bathroom, the whole nine. Nobody's in the way. They won't get ran the hell over like a like a Mack truck or nothing like that. But for real, I have to use the bathroom, and I got so much more to say. But now that I got some advice from a very dear friend who has been teaching me how to do these videos and editing and things of that nature, I now have the ability to edit.